All right, so check out 4 things parents did back then that could get them arrested today.
Lots of stuff.
Let's start with this one. Leaving you home alone. Now, a lot of states have laws now that say that you can't leave a child unsupervised if they're under the age of 12. In some states, it's younger than that. Like Illinois, it's 14. Our state here in Washington, 10 years old to be left alone, unsupervised, which I think is kind of young, personally.
Depends on the kid, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We were home alone our whole life. We were all latchkey kids. Did you come home and parents were home from school?
No, both of my parents worked when I was growing up.
Exactly.
But you came home, did your homework. I mean, I guess it was, I can't really remember what age. But yeah, my mom had a beehive haircut. She worked at Kmart. I remember that. Not to get sidetracked or anything. So you see the stories like the one in South Carolina where a woman got arrested back in July for letting her 9-year-old play at a park while she worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, and
now see, that is a little, yeah. Here's number 2, smoking while your kids are in the car.
Yeah.
A bunch of states still in the process of making it illegal to smoke cigarettes with kids in the car, but 6 states have already done it. Arkansas, California, Louisiana, Maine, Oregon, and Utah. I had no idea that Oregon was on the list. Number 3, letting you ride in a car without a seatbelt. Now, all 50 states now have laws that require at least car seats or seatbelts for kids. New Hampshire.
They didn't even have car seats, really.
I know. Yeah, New Hampshire, the only one where adults don't have to wear a seatbelt.
Weird.
They just officially suggest it for you. Okay? In most cases, you won't get arrested for it. You're going to get a fine, but if you crash and they get hurt because you weren't buckled in, they could see jail time.
Wow.
Last on the list here. Taking photos of you in the tub. How many photos do you have rolling around in your parents' house of you in the bathtub? And
everybody takes the baby bathtub photos.
It's legal to take photos of your kids in the buff, but in 2008, a couple in Arizona took a roll of film to Walmart. The person who developed it thought that some of the bath photos were child pornography. All the charges were eventually dropped, but both parents had to register as sex offenders until it was dealt with.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, the mom got suspended from her job at the school. Kids ended up in foster care for a month.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So just be careful.
You know, and I agree with some of smoking in the car with the kids, we know that's bad now.
Right,
I guess we just didn't know that back in the day, but
here's the thing.
Taking a naked bathtub photo of your kid perceived as pornography, come on.
Yeah.
It's called common sense.
Right. Well, I can remember growing up as a kid, my dad smoked like a chimney.
In the car with you in it.
Yeah. And
with your no seatbelt and no car seat.
Oh, yeah.
And the smoke. I don't know how we survived.
I mean, you're back there in the backseat just hacking and coughing up a lung, right? And you're like, come on, Dad, give me a break, man. Oh, he's like, oh, you guys need a little air back there? And I'm not kidding you. Of course,
crack the window.
Roll down windows, mind you, because, they didn't have the electric ones yet. And yeah, he'd crack it about, I don't know, half an inch. A little better for you? Mm-hmm.
It's no biggie, Dad. We just want to breathe.
That's it. Just want some air. But I had no idea that it was illegal in the state of Oregon. It's right next door to us here. That you can't smoke in the car.
It shouldn't have to be made a law. I think parents should use their judgment, but as we know, not everybody has common sense, So
let's get back to the one leaving your kid at home alone. Now, our state is the age of 10. Is that too young, in your opinion?
No,
you and I kind of disagree on it, but
let's throw a survey up today on that.
All right. Is it too young to stay home alone at the age of 10? To me, with the way the world is, it kind of freaks me out, honestly. I think the kids home alone at all kind of freaks me out, but anyway.